Yoga with Maryann. So good to see you here today. We're just going to take a nice, gentle morning flow. Just a good way to warm up your body, lubricate those muscles and those joints, and really just get you ready for a fabulous day. So take a seat and I'll meet you on your mat. This will be a nice, gentle flow to warm up our bodies, something that you can do every morning when you wake up, just to kind of get all the systems moving. So we're going to lay on our backs as if we're just waking up. So make yourself comfortable. And let's just first bring some attention to your breath. Just kind of get focused into today's practice and let go of any of the distractors or any of the thoughts that are monopolizing your mind right at this moment. And just bring your attention to your breath. And take your breath to a count. Maybe the count of 3 or 5. You decide where you feel comfortable today. So if it's 3, it's 1 on your inhale, 2, 3, hold at the top of your breath and release for 3, 2, 1. So you find your rhythm, focus on that count. And as thoughts pull you out of your practice, just bring your focus back to that breath. And then slowly flutter open your eyes. Check in with your shoulder blades. Kind of move around organically till you have them tucked underneath your back and your shoulders are on the earth. And then gently inhale, lift your arms up and over your head. Big, long, toe to finger body stretch. And maybe even wiggle side to side, opening up the side body. And then exhale, bring your hands to cactus for a minute. And then on your next inhale, point your right toe and flex your left foot as you bring your right arm down to your side and your left arm overhead. A little waking up the brain here. Exhale, bring your left toe down, right arm overhead, flex your right foot. And switch. So whatever arm is down by your side, that's the arm, that's the toe that's pointing. And just do a couple of these, stretching, long stretch from the tip of your toe to the tip of your finger. Use your breath. 2 more. Last one. And then slowly bring your feet in towards your hips. Feet on the floor. Knees parallel. And then let's just wake up our spine a little bit. So inhale, arch your back. Exhale, pull your belly button into your spine, flatten your back. Feel it come all the way down to the earth. Pull your hip bones down. Inhale, lift up, tilt your pelvic so that you can get that slight arch in your back. Keeping those knees parallel. Exhale, pull down, flatten your back. So we're just warming up the lumbar spine. Inhale, a couple more just like this. Exhale, pull that belly button to your spine. Inhale, pelvic tilts, arching your back. Exhale, flatten your back, pull your belly button down. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flatten down. And then walk your feet out to the outside edge of your mat. And then let's just start to windshield wiper your knees in one at a time. One leg at a time, not both just yet. Just right, your left knee comes in and then up. And then your right knee in and up, in towards your body. Last one. Walk your feet back together. And then lift your knees and give your legs a hug. Grab your hands under your thighs and just rotate around, massage your lower back. So this is so good to do. You can even do this in your bed before you get out of bed in the morning. And then inhale, lift both feet up. And then we want to wake up the lower body, so we're going to flex and point our toes alternately. And we're going to pump that calf muscle, get the circulation flowing from our legs back to our heart. Just waking up the circulatory system, and maybe rotate your ankles, your feet in one direction and then rotate them in the other direction. And then slowly bring them in. Bring your left foot to the mat. Extend your right foot all the way up. And then flex that toe so that you're pulling the toe towards your chest. You're holding onto your thigh and you're getting a nice stretch in your calf. Like you're standing on the ceiling. And just breathe into the stretch. And if you need a slight micro bend in that knee, absolutely take it. And then slowly bend that knee, bring it into the chest, and drop that right foot back to the earth. And then lift your left foot up, pull that, hold your thigh, bring that in towards your chest, and then gently lift the leg straight up. And walk on that ceiling again. Pull that toe towards your chest. Feel the stretch in your calf. Make sure you're not turning that toe in or out like a pigeon toe or supinating it out to the side. Just try to be mindful of holding a nice straight foot so that your middle toe is over your knee. Check in with that right knee. Make sure it's not splaying out. Should be pointing like a headlight straight to the ceiling. Couple breaths here. Feel the stretch in the hamstring and the calf. And then point and bend that knee, bring it back to the earth. Walk those knees a little closer to your bum. And now take your arms out like a T on either side, palms facing the earth. And now we're going to take our hips and just rotate them over to the left. Just drop your knees over to the left. Feel the stretch in your lower back. And if you want, you can tuck a pillow under your knee, under your left knee, but you want to make sure that you're trying to keep your shoulders flat on the mat. So you're just feeling a twist in your thoracic. So we're just kind of warming up your middle body now. Couple breaths here. And then inhale, bring those knees back to center and take them over to the right, keeping those shoulders on the earth. And you can always prop up your right leg with a pillow or a block. Just feeling the twist in your middle body. And then inhale back to center. Take your right foot, lift it up to the ceiling, and then take that ankle to your thigh. Take your right ankle to your left thigh for a figure four. So we're just in our supine pigeon here. Now you can leave it here if this feels yummy for you today, just to get a nice stretch in your hips. Or If you want, you can lift that left knee up and get a deeper stretch in your hip. And if you want, you can even hold under the thigh of your left leg. But you don't want to round your shoulders so you're pulling them off the earth. So whatever feels good for you to get that deep stretch in your right hip. I have a little wonky hip today, so I'm going to leave my left foot on the floor. Couple breaths here. Then unwind your right foot and bring your right foot back to the earth. And then when you're ready, sit up on the other side, lift your left leg up, bend that knee, place your left ankle on your right thigh and feel that stretch. And then take your version of pigeon. Here, or lift, or reach, keeping those shoulders on the earth. You're opening up those hips. Feel the stretch in your glutes on your left side. And then slowly bring that right foot to the earth and unwind that left foot. One last time, we're going to walk our feet out to the outer edges of our mat, then dip your left knee in towards the center of your mat while the right knee goes out to the side. We're going to windshield wiper, and then your right knee comes in as your left foot goes out. Your left knee goes out. You're just windshield wipering a couple of times here. Walk your feet back together, lift your knees, give yourself a big hug one more time, roll around on your lumbar spine. Maybe lift your toes, one last little pump with your feet. And let's gently walk your hip over to the right and then slide over to your side like you're coming up for a fetal position. Lift up and we're coming to all fours. Check your alignment. Hands, knees, toes, all in alignment, and then gentle cat-cow. Now we're warming up our whole spinal column, and you can even dip back if you like a little bit and get some more movement in your spine because we want to get that synovial fluid moving. Use your breath. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, belly button to spine. And again. And then come to stillness on all fours. And then just take your right hip and swing it over to the right. Stretch out that side body. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, stretch it out to the left. Open up that side body. And come back to center. And then take your right hand out to the side and thread the needle. As you dip your hips back, let your shoulders drop onto the mat. And just sink back, opening up those shoulder blades. If this is too deep for you, you can place a pillow underneath your right shoulder if it doesn't come comfortably to the mat. Just sink your hips back a little further. And then inhale, come on back up, all fours. Take a minute here. Inhale, lift that left arm up and thread the needle on the other side. Sink those hips back and drop that left shoulder to the mat. And just notice the difference between each side. And be kind to yourself, no judgment. Some mornings are a little stiffer than others. Just be grateful that your body brought you to this mat this day in this practice. Inhale, come on back up to center. Exhale, take your right foot back for a nice stretch. Curl your toes on the earth. Nice neutral spine, head gaze is at the mat. Just push that heel back and release that knee back to the mat. Inhale, extend the left knee, the leg straight back, push that heel, loosening up that calf muscle. Gaze is at the mat. Shoulder blades are broad. Core is in. And then slowly come back. Open your knees as far as you can. Toes together. Drop your hips back into your first child's pose. Nice long spine. Stretch out those arms far in front of you. Get a nice long stretch in your upper back. And take 3 nice long slow breaths here. And then slowly come on back up to all fours for spinal balance. You're going to extend your right foot just like we did, this time off the mat. Pushing that heel back. And if it's in your practice today, lift that left hand while your gaze is at the mat. Engage your core. And then slowly release. Come back to all fours. Take a minute. Maybe extend that right hip out to the side. Just kind of work out any kinks there. Okay. When you're ready, sit up. Extend your left heel back. And if you're feeling it's in your practice today, we'll lift that right arm. Feel it in your glutes on your left. Push away from the earth. And then slowly come on back. Widen your knees. Drop your belly for child's pose. Slowly grab your blocks. Bring them to the front of your mat. And then slowly step your right foot forward. And just bend into that front stretch so that we're opening up our hip flexor on our left. And making sure that our knee is over our ankle. Use your block for support, nice long spine. Shoulders are away from your ears. And just breathe here. Feel nice and strong. Exhale, slowly walk those blocks back. Lift that right toe for a hamstring stretch. Pull that right hip back so that you feel the stretch from your glutes all the way down your hamstrings. Toe is pointed up, right toe is pointed up to the ceiling. Keeping those blocks close to your body so you can get a nice long spine. And then slowly walk those blocks forward. Bend that front knee. Check in, make sure that right knee is over the ankle. Spine is long. So we want to continue to build a nice steady rhythm with our breath and our movement. And come back up. Bring those blocks forward. Bend that front knee. Come back up. Take that right knee, tuck it back. Step your blocks away from the side. Right, left hand on the mat. One hand print in front of where you would for under your shoulders. Kickstand your left knee, your left leg out to the side. And then take your right foot on the inside edge, the big toe edge of your foot, and then spiral open your chest. So your body, your shoulders and hips are in. There you go, nice, beautiful. This is a modified side plank. And if you're feeling you want to play around with exploring lifting that outside, that right leg, engage your core, use those glutes. And then if you're out there, kickstand it. Kick and bend and kick. Pushing away from the earth. Come into stillness. All the way down. And let's come back to all four. We're going to step our left foot forward. And bend into that front knee. So you're supporting yourself on your blocks. Right knee, left knee is over your ankle. And then pull back. Pull that hip back. Take the blocks with you so you have a nice long spine. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Soft shoulders. Feel the stretch from your glutes all the way down. Inhale, walk forward, bend that front knee. Sink into it, opening up that psoas muscle. And again, exhale, come on back. Toe up, straight back. Pull those toes up, really feel that deep stretch on the outside of your foot. Drop those shoulders away from your ears. How nice, good adjustments. Beautiful. Exhale, one more time forward. Inhale, come on back. Join your knees together. And come all the way up to kneeling. And then step your right foot between the blocks. And then slowly curl the toes on your left foot and lift that left knee. And you might want to kind of step forward or step back a little bit, shorten your stance. And then gently bring your hands to your thigh and lift up. Hands to cactus. Nice and strong. Exhale, forward fold. Just bring your arms back. Inhale, lift straight up, palms up. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. And now wrap your hands to your blocks, shorten your stance, and drop your back heel. Inhale, lift straight up. Come up into warrior one. Your hands can be in front of you, or they can be biceps by your ears. Back heel is down, shoulders are away from your ears. Exhale, hands to cactus. Inhale, arms straight up. Exhale, hands to cactus. Inhale, arms straight up. Exhale, cactus. Take that right toe pointed towards the front of your mat. So your both toes are facing the long end of your mat. Hinge at your hips. Slight bend in your knees. Grab hold of your blocks and come down for a wide-legged forward fold. Just gently let your head hang. Keep your balance on the balls of your feet and your heels. And you decide where you need your blocks to be, how far your legs need to be apart to really feel a good stretch here. And then slowly Begin to walk your hands over to your right and feel a stretch here. Inhale, exhale. And then slowly back to center. Just let your head hang, soft cervical spine. And then walk your hands over to your left. Couple breaths here. Hands back to center. Bring your heels in, turn your toes out, bend your knees, and lift your chest up and come into goddess. Knees are out, heels are in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Sink your hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Waking up those quads and down. Try to keep those knees turned out. Squeeze your glutes. Last one. Turn your back, your right heel toe in, your left toes towards the short end of the left side of your mat. Bend that left knee. Come into warrior one on the left side. Hips and shoulders are stacked on top of each other. You decide if you want your, depending on how your shoulders feel, if you want your arms slightly in front of you or your biceps over your ears. Exhale to cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. Turn that left toe to the front end of your mat. One more wide leg forward fold. Just, if you need to put a slight bend in your knees, use your blocks on the tallest or the shortest or any place in between. Couple breaths here. And then move those blocks out of your way. Heel toe your feet together. Slight bend in your knees. Inhale. Come all the way up to standing. Hands to heart center. Shake out. Let's just rotate our wrists. Shake them out. And then extend your right hand. Pull those fingers back. Just feel a nice stretch in your wrist. And release that hand. Let's extend the left hand. Nice little stretch there. Shake it out. Interlace those fingers. And then extend the palms of your hands out to the front of the room. Inhale, lift all the way up overhead. Exhale, take it over to your right. Keeping those shoulders and hips in alignment, opening up the side body. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, over to your left. Opening up the body on the opposite side. Nice long stretch. And then inhale, straight up. Exhale, release your hands, spiral your wrists. Shake them out. Shake, shake, shake. And then take your hands, interlock them behind your back. Pull your shoulder blades together and lift those hands. Exhale, bend your knees, slight bend in a forward fold. And see, drop your chin. And then exhale, coming back up. Oh, great job. And shake and shake and shake. What a great way to start your day. A lot of movement in our spine, in our joints. A lot of flow to get that cardiovascular system moving. So I hope you're ready for a great day. Come back and see me again.